Have you heard the phrase the 4C's of 21st century learning skills lately? Does it seem weird that nobody ever takes the time to really explain what that means? Good evening, everyone. I am Grace J. Miranda, and today we're going to answer these questions. So sit back and enjoy learning. What are the objectives for today's topic? First, identify the 4C's of 21st century learning skills. Second, describe each 4C skill. Third, understand the importance of 4C skills in the 21st century. The 4C's of 21st century learning skills are always part in our classroom. But what exactly are these skills? What is the teacher's role in the classroom? In essence, they are the skills your students will need to prepare them for their future studies and careers. In developing the 21st century learning skills in your classroom, you will be helping your students in the way they think by encouraging them to be creative, to think critically, and of course, you're also helping them of the way they work, the way they communicate, and also to collaborate effectively. These are the skills that they need to succeed, the skills that they need to achieve for the greater future. And now, you've heard already what are the 4C's of the 21st century learning skills. The critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. But how do these skills affect your teaching practice and student learning? And how does technology play a role in building these skills? Let's take a step back. In 2002, the Partnership for the 21st Century Learning Skills made this framework. And who made this framework? The business community, education leaders, and the policy makers. Now, this framework presents a holistic view of the 21st century teaching and learning. Within the context of core knowledge instruction, students must learn first the 4C's. These competencies are essential skills for the students to thrive in work and in life. First, critical thinking, the student's ability to analyze, interpret, evaluate, make decisions, and solve problems. Let's say, for example, a high schooler may see a news item about climate change. They can apply critical thinking skills to reflect on the different arguments, learn more about the topic, and come to a reasoned conclusion. Basically, it means that you are using reason and logic to come to a conclusion about an issue or decision you are tangling with, and clear, of course, with sound reasoning in something that will help you every day. Second, communication. This is the student's ability to share information while expressing their thoughts and opinions clearly to each other. Communication actually requires strong listening and evaluation skills in order to aid in collaboration. This includes verbal, written, and multimedia messages. Let's Let's say, for example, considering a fifth grade in class in which students are learning about forest fires in their region. The in charge of local fire asks a question on a community site about fire prevention efforts. Now, a good communication is the ability of the students to post and share short, written, or audio responses to the issue via online conversation. In this way, the students learn to articulate their thoughts in a clear way while gaining a sense of agency for having a voice around a larger community issue. Third is collaboration. This is the part where the student's ability is to work with others to accomplish a common goal while being flexible and sharing group responsibilities. Let's say, for example, students can contribute much more effectively in a collaborative tasks, offering resources, ideas, and efforts when they have at least. Another example, brainstorming, group discussions, reaching a consensus about processing or analyzing problems, and finding solutions. So these are the examples where you can find in a collaborative activities. Finally, the last C, creativity. This refers to the ability of the students to refine an idea, being responsive to the ideas from others, and making an ideas tangible and useful to others. Let's say, for example, a grade 7 class in health as part of their performance task to work together to create an innovative way in addressing recycling. Students decide to create a recycling campaign in the school, including making a public service announcement video. What is the relevance of learning this, and why is the reason why we need to understand this? This is very important because these skills help students learn, and so they are vital to success in schools and beyond. You can see from these examples that technology, when used strategically, can really enhance on how you support the 4C's in your classroom. Digital tools can help students think critically, communicate, collaborate, and be creative. And we know that these skills help foster higher order thinking skills, which is very crucial for 21st century learning skills. So, what do the forces look like for teaching and learning in your classroom? Again, let's be reminded with the important concepts. First, critical thinking. Second, communication. Third, collaboration. And lastly, fourth, creativity. Yes, that's it. So I hope you learned a lot for today's topic, the 21st century learning skills, the 4C's, reported by Grace J. Miranda. The next reporter will be Ma'am Donna Manlod. Thank you for listening.